All right. So vertiginous golf, Brian.
Vertiginous indeed.
As we explained in the first video, the idea behind this Why Buy series is one of us is going to be tasked with simply explaining a game, and the other one is going to be tasked with listening and then deciding if they want to buy it.
Obviously, the much harder job is to listen.
Right. So that's what you're going to be doing now.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be looking at vertiginous golf. Vertiginous.
Solid
That's
word.
That's how you say it. I had to Google it and press the little play button to see how to pronounce it.
That is a hell of a Scrabble word. A lot of points there.
Yeah. I don't know if you throw that word around a lot with your friends in California.
Not often.
What do you think it means?
It's something like verticality, I bet.
Yeah, it means like being high, steep, or causing movement.
So that's pretty much exactly right.
Yeah, close enough. So you like golf games, right?
Absolutely. They're my number one game.
Okay, good. Because this is kind of the cornerstone of my argument here. Have you ever wished that they would make a Mario Golf?
They
but
did.
without the Italian men in more of a steampunk universe.
I do not recall wishing that, but I'll agree for now.
Okay, 2 for 2. So the first thing that you like is the game is small. It's an
small.
alpha right now, so there's only 18 holes. The download's small. It's only like half a gigabyte.
Okay.
So it should only take you like 8 hours to download on your fucking
Perfect.
college internet. Alright, so it's a pretty fun game. It's reminiscent to me a little bit of Super Monkey Ball, Marble Blast Ultra. I don't know if you played Marble Blast Ultra.
Yeah.
It was like
Do
the
you
only
control
arcade game.
The golf ball? Or
Well, you do have a little control of the golf ball. This is how it works. You get 2 clubs. You have a putter and a pitching wedge. And the pitching wedge looks like a fairway wood, but it's a pitching wedge.
okay.
Well, it's more like a rescue club. I don't know if you know what a rescue club is. It's kind of new on the scene.
That's a little bit past my expertise.
Okay. So you've got these 2 clubs that you can use, and you also have this mulligan juice. It's not called mulligan juice, but it should be.
Right.
And you use that to rewind time if you have a shitty shot, or you can use it to direct the ball after you hit it.
Okay. So it's like a currency, like you run out of it? How much do you have?
Yeah. You get a set amount at the start, and then you regen the juice by using the putter. So it incentivizes you to not go full Happy Gilmore all the time and just whack the ball with the wedge.
Okay.
And the way the holes are laid out is you can always get a hole-in-one, even though they're like very long and they get super complicated.
Oh, that's
And
good.
the way they accomplish this is you get these free stroke holes, which will close after a given number of strokes are reached. So you only have a limited number of time to get to them. But if you get to them within that time, it'll remove a stroke from you, and it'll generally dump your ball out in a favorable position to reach the next free stroke hole.
Okay. And when you say time, you don't actually mean like minutes, right? You mean like strokes?
Right. And I also like the way that they give like practical explanations for the mechanics that are in every single golf game that's ever existed. Like, you know how you have the ability to fly over a hole?
Yeah.
Well, that's explained by a little steampunk, like remote-controlled hummingbird,
Like a little.
obviously,
Oh, really?
that you take control of, and you can see through its eyes, and you can fly around.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
I like to be immersed in my golf games, my fantasy golf games.
Yeah, man. And the ability to add the spin that I talked about earlier, or like move the ball after it's hit, that's explained obviously by having a jet-powered metal beetle that sits on top of your ball.
A beetle like the bug? Or like the car?
Like the car.
Okay.
And I don't know about you, but I always like golf games. But there's really only so much you can do with a course when you have trees, water, and sand traps. That's pretty much the only tools you have in designing any golf course. But by abandoning any basis in reality, you know, they're able to do a lot more with the courses. They've got like helicopters and tubes and moving platforms. There's ramps, conveyor belts. There's all kinds of nonsense that they have.
Seems like an average golf course on LSD. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, and the courses are all floating off in space, so it's kind of like Forge mode. Feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Can
they
you
also
make
do
your
a
own
good job-
courses?
No, I don't think you can do that yet, but the game's still early. It's an alpha. It's only got 18 holes. They're going to have 45 holes. There's going to be online multiplayer. There's a lot they're going to add. So that's definitely something that I could see them adding in the future. It pretty much lends itself to that.
Yeah, so I was thinking when I was looking at it.
But in the later levels, there's like the courses get really complicated, but they do a good job of giving you like a dozen different ways that you can approach any given holes. And then once you inevitably fuck up in the beginning, you can just start whacking balls around aimlessly until you alleviate your aggression or you find like an unintended shortcut.
Great.
So it's pretty fun. It's relaxing until it's not relaxing.
Makes sense. So are you judged against like your peers online, or you said there's no multiplayer yet? So
yeah, there's not multiplayer, but there is a leaderboards, and I mean, I am the 13th best golfer right now.
Wow. So you really know your shit.
Not really. I think the score I finished with was like 38 over par. So there's a lot of room for improvement.
Wow. So who's the best?
The best? I don't know. It's probably one of the developers. The best score is like -9 or something. So it's a pretty solid game of floating steampunk mini golf, if you're into that sort of thing.
Occasionally.
And just like with real golf, you can be doing pretty good until one bad shot ruins your whole round. But since you can't pick up your ball and just give yourself double par and aggressively drive your golf cart to the next hole, you have to actually finish the stupid thing, and you end up with fun scores like 81 over par.
Great.
Septillion bogey. I'm not sure what you call it. But it's always a good time.
So there's no way to skip a hole?
No, you just got to finish it.
I mean, is there any like possibility
You
that
can
your
restart a hole, but
Okay.
actually, there's the menu option to restart a hole, but it doesn't work yet. The game's
Really?
an alpha.
Okay.
I'm sure that'll work in the future. And aside from a few crashes, everything works pretty good right now. So if you want a steampunk hummingbird simulator that's both relaxing and infuriating, I don't know, you can do a lot worse than Vertiginous Golf.
Yeah. Personally, I think I'll wait till it's on Steam sale for free.
For free? Okay. I feel like you're kind of just saying that out of spite because I passed on your robot rugby game.
Hey, Robot Rugby is sweet.
Alright, at any rate, let us know in the comments below if my lousy review convinced you to buy it.
How much is it?
Oh, it's $14, I think. $14.99.
$14.99. Wow. For just 1 month of World of Warcraft, I could have a lifetime of LSD golf.
You could have 45 plus holes.
It's great.
So that's Vertiginous Golf. It's available now on Steam Early Access. And like we say at the end of every video, please help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered.
That's really what you're going to go for?
I don't know, we need a catchphrase. So I stole Bob Barker's. He's not using it.